Hey gang, it's Bryan from FXBilliards. Today I'm going to give you 15 mistakes that players make at the table that could be costing them games. About half of these are very little nitpicky things, and the other half are major things that can totally ruin your game. The little nitpicky things though, they add up. And I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide if these are small items or large items. But I'm going to give you 15. Number one, not walking the table. There are things that are happening on the table you need to know about. If the 3 didn't pass to 12, you might not see it from here. If these balls were clustered up, but they were wired, you might not see it from there, but you would see it from over here. So these are the types of things that you get from walking the table. Now, why is it important whether or not those are wired? Well, if they're wired and I'm playing 8-ball, I could send my 3-ball to the combination and I'm still shooting. So whether or not they're wired is significant. Walk the table, get as much information about what is really happening. Don't wait until you're on the 8 to find out whether or not it passes the 11-ball. Walk around the table, gather that information. If you have a cluster on the table, find out if it's wired. I see a lot of guys trying to break up clusters that they don't need to break up. Some of you that don't know any better are going to think that this is crazy. But next on our list is shooting at the chalk or something else. What does this mean? There's the chalk on the end of the table there. If I am on this 12-ball, and this is to win it all, because I need to make the 12 and then get shape on this 11-ball. If that chalk is in my line of sight, I don't want it there. You watch the best in the world. They not only will not shoot at that chalk if it's in their line of sight, but I showed you guys video of Albin Ocean calling the referee over to take Shane's chalk off of the table so that he could take a shot. Worse than chalk, because chalk is everywhere. Guys are too lazy to pick up the bridge. I know they're too lazy to walk down there and move a piece of chalk. But you're not going to see me shooting at it when it really matters. The other thing, don't shoot at anything. People that put their cell phones down in front of the pocket in their APA match, and this is for all the money, that's insane. That is insane. You have been training your brain for thousands of hours, hopefully, to shoot at this dark target here. And you just extended it by a good 4 inches, 5 inches. I see people doing this all the time. You know what I do every time I see somebody doing it? I say, watch him hit the phone. And they get down on the shot, and they come down here, and they hit the phone. They don't put it in the pocket. They hit the phone right there. If you're marking your pocket in the APA and you're doing it properly, which means you're not using chalk, you're not using coins, you're not using anything that is banned, and I know a lot of you don't follow those rules, don't mark your pocket with something huge that's going to draw your attention during the shot. This game is hard enough. You don't need more obstacles on the table. Next on the list, leaving yourself offhand position shots. What does this mean? It means if I am right-handed and I play this 9 to get on the 11 so that I can play the 8, I want to be on this side of the 11, not on this side of the 11. Oh, but Bryan, I have a much shorter shot. If you make this with follow. Well, here's the problem, guy. This one, I'm 6'1". I can reach that shot. A lot of you could reach that shot. Now you can't. And you don't pick up the bridge, and you don't shoot left-handed, and you're behind your back, or you're doing something crazy because you got a 4-foot-long bridge trying to reach down the table. This is a major one. Guys keep doing it all the time. They leave themselves in this zone, which has been a problem their entire lives. offhand position. This one is nuts because I've seen people do this even with ball in hand. You advanced players already know what I'm talking about here. You're on the solids. You only need these 3 balls to run out. And you leave yourself there. Almost straight on the 3. Almost straight on the 1. What if you only had to shoot the 3? What if you did not have a shot at the 1? What if the 1 was now over here? What happened here? You put yourself with a perfect stop shot in a spot where you now have to shoot over a ball, and you know what? You're not practicing that shot. God forbid you should practice that shot, because you shouldn't be leaving that shot for yourself. But if somebody else leaves it for you, you have to shoot it, right? Stop putting yourself in positions where you have to shoot over a ball. You got ball in hand, you're on the solids. Let's say you shoot the 6. Let's say you have enough sense to know that you want to shoot the 6 first. And then you come over here and you shoot the 7. Where's our mistake? That was the best insurance ball you ever had. And if you got out of line on the other balls, that would have bailed you out. But now it's gone. Why? Because you want to put balls in the pocket. You want to shoot balls in the pocket. So instead of playing the 3 and then seeing if you got good on the 1 and then playing the 1, you assumed you were going to do everything perfectly and not need to hit that 7 ball. And by the way, at this point the 7 would be blocking the pocket. I could shoot it in, make it my key ball. I would never make that my key ball, by the way. It's not a good key ball. Anything below the 8 is not necessarily a great key ball. But I'm not going to shoot it as my second shot in a rack of 5 that I need to run when I need to make sure I get perfect position on everything else. Take your insurance shots, allow them to be insurance shots. Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, Bryan, I see you say in videos, don't block pockets. You're not blocking the pocket. You're giving yourself an out. If you play perfect position, if you're going to get shape on all these balls, go ahead and shoot it. Shoot it anytime you want. But if there's a chance at all that you're going to mess up that run, leave that ball there. It will bail you out and give you a second chance at life. Failure to use your ball in hand properly. What does this mean? I saw a video just a couple weeks ago. Player is supposed to be a good player. Person showed me the video, told me he's a good player. He's got ball in hand. And what did he do? Something that looks like this. Shot the 7 ball, never got on this ball, and is sitting here with a cluster. If you have ball in hand, solve problems. That's a problem. Oh, well, if I free up his ball, he can run out. Who is him? He's not going to run out because you're going to run out. Okay? You can't run out with your 1 ball there. Put your cue ball here. Make your 6 ball in the corner pocket. Break up the cluster and give yourself a legitimate chance to win the game. Failure to use ball in hand properly is very high on the list. I make entire videos just showing you what to do when you get ball in hand. This one we're just going to talk about for a second. Not picking up the mechanical bridge. If you have that offhand shot and you won't pick up the bridge, stop playing pool. It doesn't make you more of a man because you don't use the bridge. I see a lot of men, I see about 50 of them on tour that all will pick up that damn bridge. Oh, you're a scrub if you pick up the bridge. You know what I see? When I see this, that's when I see a scrub. Pick up the damn bridge, make the ball, learn how to use the bridge. It takes all of 15 seconds to learn the proper technique and win more games. Or come and play us all the time. If you don't want to pick up the bridge, I'll leave you there all day and night and watch you stretch. Watch you go behind your back. Watch you moan and complain. So, I'm just saying, come and see us. Most casual players have heard somebody say, you don't want to get totally straight on a shot. They've heard it, but they don't know why. They think it means, oh, you're going to scratch, or the shot is harder, or something like that. What it means is, when you're totally straight, position has most likely been compromised. If I get perfectly straight on this 9, so straight I could shoot a stop shot, what have I done? I have put my cue ball so close to the rail here that I can't put any draw on it to keep from scratching there. I only can shoot it with top, so I might scratch there. There's a lot of bad things that can happen because you left your cue ball on the rail. If you have a straight-in shot and the ball that you're shooting is on the rail, like that, chances are you're going to be on the rail after this shot. Get off of the rail. Fundamentals. That would make this list of 15 more like 50. Work on your fundamentals. That's all I'm going to say about fundamentals. Big mistake. If you got bad fundamentals and you keep playing with them, big mistake. You can play with bad fundamentals. I have some bad fundamentals occasionally, but you do not want to have bad habits that are going to have to be worked on later on. So, get your fundamentals in check. Next, not playing safeties when you should play a safety. Those of you who are watching this, who have this shot, and you think you're a favorite to bank this ball because this pocket is not available and win this game, stop banking balls where you should be playing a safety. Now, this is an 8-ball game. Obviously, there's nowhere you can play. So what do you have? No choice but to bank this and try to send the cue ball around the table. Come on, guys. Play a safety if you need to play a safety. Stop thinking you're a favorite to do something that 10% of amateur players can pull off. Play more safeties. It doesn't make you lesser of a player to play safeties. It makes you less of a player to post L's. This last one is a little controversial. That's why I saved it for last, because all the scrubs and the bangers and the people that hate me, they're gone. So, what is so big and quiet? We got to be careful about letting anybody know about this. It is called negative performance contagion. I told you about it before in other videos. Stop watching bad players before you have to play. Stop watching bad players, period, if you can. Okay? Negative performance contagion. It is a major problem. If you are an APA 4, a 5, a 6, and you're sitting and watching a 2 play a 3 over and over again, this 2 and this 3, this 3 and this 4, this 2 and this 7, if you're watching and sitting and watching those matches, what is happening is the bad strokes, stances, speeds, all of that stuff is imprinting on you. You don't realize it's happening, but it is. This is all science, guys. I'm not making it up. Stop watching bad players. None of you are bad players. Some of you are beginners, some of you are advanced. If you're watching this channel, you're clearly not a bad player. You're somebody that's working on their game. That doesn't make you a bad player. That automatically means you're not a bad player. You're just somebody that needs to step up. But in the meantime, don't watch players who have a weak game, because it makes your game weak. I don't care if they're on a video on YouTube or they're your best friend playing your other best friend. Watch TV while they're playing. I don't even watch the games when I'm playing with my cousins. I don't even watch the games. I watch the football game. I get into my phone. I do anything while they're playing. So I'm just saying. And they're probably better than most of the people that are watching this. I just don't want to pick up their bad habits. Hit me in the comments. Let me know some of the things that you think are common. You don't need to add fundamentals in there. We covered that entire gambit. Don't forget to subscribe.
If you're ready to elevate your 8-ball skills, our new masterclass series is designed just for you. This comprehensive program includes more than 20 detailed videos covering everything from precision pattern play and drills to mastering safeties and developing a powerful 8-ball break. We even delve into the mental strategies that can transform your game. Interested? Visit us online today for more details and to enroll in FX Billiards 8-Ball Series at our low introductory price.